All right, so today I wanted to go over how to use Figma to export assets like logos and branding, because there are times when you're going to need to get at those logos and you're going to want to be able to export those at any size and different image formats. So this is a good walkthrough on how to do that because we develop all of our assets here in Figma for the website and build and branding and whatnot. So let's take a look at this current project. So this is custom pro cases, and what we want to do is we've got a video and we're trying to set some standards for how the video is going to work for intro and outro and whatnot. So the beginning of this video, we want to have the video starting and we want to have the logos and the intro while the video is running. We don't want any kind of colored screen or anything. We want the video to be running up and running right away, but we do want to brand it. So I've got a little bit of a dark opaque filter over the video for a moment. That would be the design. And then in this case, we've got two logos that we want to talk about, and we'll have some text as kind of a title on what the story is that we're going to tell. But these two logos, we want to get them out and put them into the video. And of course, so these are kind of reversed here. This would be the first screen and this would be the screen later on. But as it opens up, we have these two logos, and to get these logos out so they can be imported into the software, the editing softwares, is that over on the left here, it's kind of hard to see sometimes, but there is this little drag here. And what this is on the top is different pages. So if I click on, say, the home here, that's all this kind of stuff. There's some of these things, right? All the different designs are different pages. And this one is called video assets. And then below here, we've got a couple of groups here. So if I click on one, I can turn one off. Yeah, that's screen one. This one's screen two. And because it's got a little box around it, it's indicating it's a group. If I wanted to right click, I could ungroup it. But basically this kind of gives you a little background on how the navigation of this editor works. And so if I click on this, I'm clicking on the first group. And if I double click again, now I've clicked on this element. And there I can see that I've highlighted, I'm looking at the logo Nanook. If I click on that, I'm focused here on the selecting the Custom Pro logo. And so I want to export that. So I'm clicked on that, and over on the right side, whenever we click on things, we can export that thing, and I can hit preview. So sometimes if it doesn't come out the way you want, you might be clicked on something, and then if you hit export and you see not the right thing, you go, oh, I'm selecting the wrong thing. So I'm going back up here. I'm looking at the preview. It looks good. I'm doing it as a PNG because I want it to be transparent to go over the video. And so it's PNG. And then you've got some options. Now, typically it's going to be by default 1x, so whatever the size is. And the size of this thing is actually 215 by 501. That's pretty tiny. I generally like to at least make it super big, so when you import it, it'll be really super sharp. So, well, you could go 3 times, 4 times, whatever, or you've got this width, right? So I could make this 4 times 200 would still only be 800. I want this to be 1500. I kind of use as that, so I'm going to go 15 as a base and W. And if I do that now, if I hit export, and export that logo will be that size. And then the same thing, if I click on this and hit export, I've got a little bit of preview. This one's set to 1x. I want that to be bigger, so I can change that. And that's basically it. We can change the sizes we want. Let's say you want to get the logo for whatever various reasons. You can click on here and click on that. You can see, oh, look at that. It's already said I can export this. So this is important so that we can share this Figma file to collaborate on assets and whatnot without having to put a big library of assets, because it's much easier for us to use these in whatever sizes we want. And so that's the demo with regards to how we're creating some kind of a visual standards for videos.